You're not going to do what you want to do on my time. Yes or no, or you can say I'm not going to answer it. Now move on.
Number 3.
Okay, so let the record show that he refuses to answer a question. No, we're not going to do that with me. We are not going to do that with me.
Ask him.
It's the gentlewoman's time from Ohio.
Now, you opted for number 3, so you get to hear my wrath.
Again, President Trump has secured the border. He was elected
then let him stay at the border.
on a mandate.
Well, I disagree with you, and I think
you disagree that he was elected?
Tariffs on bananas gave you leverage?
Yes, with Colombia, with Brazil. Okay. I think, Congressman, you're being very naive with negotiating.
Those more fireworks from Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent taking on Democrats at that contentious House Financial Services hearing today. Democrats trying to attack the Trump White House over tariffs, inflation, Fed independence, conflicts of interest, and cryptocurrency. Let's bring in the Executive Vice President of the America First Policy Institute. It's the America First Policy Institute, not America First Works. Ashley Hayek. Ashley, it's so great to have you on the show. What's your reaction to the Democrats' attacks today? A lot of calls for decorum. I mean, Maxine Waters told Treasury Secretary Bessent to shut up.
Well, a couple things. First of all, the reality is the radical left, the members of Congress, do not want to hear all of the success of President Trump's administration, especially under the leadership of Secretary Bessent. You look at no tax on tips. You look at how tariffs have actually helped the American people and the American economy. If you hear how he started talking about the radical left's policies, allowing tens of millions of illegal aliens to come into our country and take up housing, was when Maxine Waters started screaming at him. You know, it's those policies, especially the ones from California and the ones from the Biden administration, that have completely undermined the American people. And this administration is turning everything around. So, of course, they don't want to give him an opportunity to share the good news of this administration. They don't want the American people to hear how great things are turning around, especially going into a very important midterm election year. They want to shut it all down. And that's what they tried to do. And unfortunately for them, they failed miserably.
You know, Democrats were portraying Bessent as saying, attacking him, saying you're prioritizing Trump's agenda over U.S. interests. I mean, Trump is saying he's trying to fix America. What do you make of that? They're talking about conflicts of interest over cryptocurrency.
One of the things I've learned about the left is that what they are typically accusing you of, they're probably doing themselves. And if you look at the Congressman Meeks, who is making those accusations, he's somebody who has had his own travel, his own ethics called into question, his trips to Venezuela. And so when Secretary Bessent was calling that out, sir, I don't think you have any ground to stand on, he completely lost his mind. So this is a typical tactic used by the left to detract from the truth. And what Secretary Bessent was also trying to explain is there is a bureau within Treasury that does any sort of investigations, and it is not the secretary himself. But the thing of it is, they want to claim independence. You don't have independence from President Trump, yet they want him to not have independence from this bureau to do an investigation. It's complete hypocrisy. It's what the left does best, and it's what we'll continue to see.
Ashley Hayek, you were great. Come back soon, okay? You did great there. Thank you so much.